At Sleep Outfitters Outlet, great sleep is a big deal. Save 40 to 60% every day on every Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Queens as low as $249. Customer exchanges, closeouts, and floor samples. Inventory changes daily, so come in for your dream deal today. With no credit needed financing, expert advice, and up to 60% off retail, it's never been easier to get the sleep and savings you deserve. Go to sleepoutfittersoutlet.com for financing details and to find a store near you.
I'm back, bitches. Welcome to BB on Blast. It's just me on my own, I'm afraid, but only you can decide if I'm funny or not. Basically, it's either this or nothing, so I guess you can like it a little bit. But I started off BB18 and I thought, fuck it, I'm going to finish it because I've bloody well enjoyed it and I want to talk about it. And I've not been on Twitter because I've been so far behind. At times I was like a month behind. And the only way I've sort of been catching up is on podcasts and stuff. So I'm kind of doing it all retrospectively as usual, but even more so than usual. Now I'm recording this on my phone and I can pause it, but I'm going to try and just keep going as much as possible. But if you do hear like a pause and me sounding a bit different, it's because I've fucked up basically. Did I say I'm going to laugh at my own jokes? I probably am. I don't think they're going to be that funny though. So looking back over the season, so I heard a lot of stuff of people going, oh, it's not been a very good series, it's been this, it's been that, moaning about it basically. But I beg to differ. Even throughout the whole thing, even when like allegedly it was going wrong, I enjoyed it. I've heard a lot of people say like, oh, Paulie wasn't a good villain, he wasn't fun to watch. I thought he was an amazing villain. I don't give a fuck that Frank and fucking Vanessa's sister went out early. Who gives a shit? Boring anyway. So let's have a quick look back at some of the people and see who was a lot of casting duds as per usual. But there were some good ones. A few good ones did go early, I must admit. So in my gone too soon section, I'd say definitely Glenn. Goes without saying. Josiah. He was amazing. He should have gone a lot further. It's funny if you think back to who was in Big Sister. It was Paul, Victor, Jose and Zakia, wasn't it? That was quite like a good alliance actually, and with Davon in it as well. It's a shame they couldn't hold it together. Not that that was an alliance. What the fuck was that? What even was that? Freakazoids, Category 4. What was that? It was some twist or something, wasn't it? Do you remember when... Do you remember the roadkill competition? I like the roadkill. I heard a few people slagging off roadkill, but I thought it was quite funny. It definitely had a BB Australia sort of a feel to it. So, yeah, we could have got a bit more out of Tiffany, I suppose. But to be honest, I've seen enough crying and bleating for one series from her sister. It's not that interesting. In my sort of why files, like why the fuck did these people get cast, I'd say Bridget. I mean, I know she's a feminist, but come on. When she's like, oh, I'm a feminist, shut the fuck up. And I am a feminist, so whatever. Zakia, oh God, yeah, she needs a section of her own. Bronte, oh, maths. Corey, oh God, how did he make it so far? I was so happy when he finally got evicted. Oh my God, it's literally like dragging like a crash test dummy along to the final with you. He's so fucking boring. I know he was a sleepwalker, but how many times did he actually sleepwalk? In fact, I only heard him sleep talk. I didn't even hear him sleep fucking walk. So he was just awful. Absolutely dreadful casting. Shit. Of the returnees, well, and we said in the first podcast, like, I have no idea why they chose those people. Frank's most notable contribution to the game was smacking Davon on the arse and then saying, I do that to my grandma all the time. God, that feels like a long time ago. It's like freaking Cody's dad all over again. Yeah, Davon, oh God, yeah. Should have been Jason Roy. James, pranks, oh God, boring. Nicole, oh my God, why? Just so bad on so many levels, which I'm sure we can get into further, but why? What's her name? Robin Cass? I'm sure you're not listening to this, but if you are, why? What did she see in Bridget, Bronte? Zakia could have been good, admittedly. And Corey, I would love to know. And the other thing about Corey, Nicole going on about how good looking he is all the time. He is absolutely disgusting. He looks like the most bland fucking... He looks like if someone's carved a fucking face into a tree. He is not good looking. He is absolutely revolting. I can't fucking stand him. He's no personality. He also threw a goat onto the fire. He should be thrown out of the house for that. Well, actually he shouldn't, but still gross. And the fact he thought that was a funny story to tell is disgusting. Also, he's in the closet, but anyway, he is just like good looking. He is not good looking. Hayden, who Nicole went out with last series, actually was good looking, and when they showed him in that clips thing a while back, he looked even nicer now. This Corey, ugh. And what did she get? Oh, I didn't even know guys like him even existed. Oh, oh my God. Have you ever been outside your own fucking front door, Nicole? Seriously. He is just wrong in every single way. Gross. But moving on. Oh my God, I'm getting aerated by myself. This is good. So good TV I thought Paulie was good TV. Because Cody was so shit. And it's like, why would you have someone from Cody's family in the house if it wasn't going to be Cody's dad? I mean, come on. He must be a shoot-in for next series. When does that start? Like tomorrow or some shit. And I thought Paulie was like Cody, but with a personality, like an uglier Cody with a personality. I think he was very entertaining to watch. Obviously, he's 100% cunt, but that was what was good about him. Paul, your boy... It's friendship all the way for me and Paul. I like Paul from the start. Everyone's like, I like Paul from the start. I did like Paul from the start. I like Paul all the way through. I used to shit myself when he used to go on the block. And, yeah, friendship all the way for your boy Paul. Pissed. Oh, God, I was so happy when he made it to Final 3. If he'd been gone, imagine... Oh, my God. Imagine if it had been James, Nicole and Corey in the Final 3. Oh, my God. That would be even worse than when the Exterminators made it to the Final 3. Do you remember their little hand signal? Yeah, thank God for Paul. Paul basically saved this series. The series has been all about the PP. It actually has. Paulie and Paul were like the only entertaining things that actually happened. And then the other people who were not duds, but not my favourites, but good. Victor, he actually did have a traditional Big Brother journey, because he come in, he was like a douche. He was like, do you remember he like tried to like put the frighteners on Nicole or something at the start, and they were just like, get him out. And then he went, then he came back, then he went, then he came back, and he just kept trusting people and just kept believing that what they were saying was true. And he just seemed like by the end like a genuinely like lovely guy, and his relationship with Paul was really nice, and I'm glad that they didn't like have to turn on each other. I don't think they really turned on each other. Actually, no one really turned on each other, did they? Because they didn't have to, because Natalie did turn on James a little bit. And Corey kind of went, and then it was these three left at the end. So it was quite interesting that no one really had to do a proper backstab, because now with the Final 3, no one's going to be that shocked to be cut at the Final 2, are they? Because none of them have got like a strong allegiance to each other. So they're all like, oh yeah, got your back, Final 2. But actually it's like, it's not, no tears are going to be shed about who gets to the final, except for by me, if it's not Paul. So yeah, I thought Victor was a good lesson in how someone who you think is pretty bland can actually develop over time to become an interesting character. Natalie, I did enjoy. I enjoyed her part in Paulie's downfall, particularly. I find her a bit cloying, obviously. Oh, Jamesy. That's quite annoying. But I did like her as a character, and I enjoyed seeing the Jay Goody effect happen to her in the house, in that she... That's so mean. Put on about a 3 stone. She was still cute. She looked really, really cute. And then, Big Meech. Big Meech is such a weird casting choice, because, I don't know, she's such a strange person. And for, like, the first few weeks, like, she just didn't seem to do anything. And even, like, when everyone started getting behind her, what did she do? Fucking cry, and that's about it. But I just liked how weird she was. She was, like, a really weird, strange person. And she wasn't... you can't look back on another series and go, oh, yeah, she's like this person, she's like that person, because she isn't. So that's what I liked about Big Meech. I think that's everyone. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is. okay, I've just spoke for 9 minutes flat. That's not bad, is it? But I need to have a drink, and I'm going to pause it for the metaphobics, and I'm just going to check the sound as well. I shouldn't really say that. It's not very professional, is it? I could cut that bit out there, couldn't I? Because I know how to pause it on my phone, which I never knew how to do on my computer. See, I'm learning. I might cut that bit out. I'm not sure. Let's see. So I didn't cut that bit out because I think it's funnier to keep it in. I mean, it's not like I'm like in the studio here, is it? I'm surprised one of my cats hasn't knocked my drink over or brought a mouse in by now, whatever. So I started making notes because I started only thinking I was going to do this podcast probably about a week ago. So my notes are not that I'm actually going to talk about things that happen in the episode specifically, but my notes are quite biased towards the things that happened in the past week. So if I'm quoting some recent things, that's why. And you know what my memory's like, so well. So I liked it when Michelle said Nicole was the most boringest HOH ever. That was good. Have you noticed how shrill Big Meech's voice is? It's like, I can't think of anything she says. My impression of her is not that good, but it is proper, glass-shatteringly shrill. And also, she coined Vomit Crybaby, which I think is fine, but I think you've got to give props to Vomit Cry Wank, which was coined by Winston in BB18 a couple of years ago. What's better, a Vomit Crybaby or a Vomit Cry Wank? It's probably a Vomit Cry Wank, isn't it? So thanks, Winston, for paving the way. I haven't actually spoken about Celebrity Big Brother UK this year, and that's probably for the best. Did you notice also Michelle's attractiveness sort of fluctuated from week to week? No, it didn't. It actually rose because she went in looking quite minging, and then she became like she had like hair extensions, like she had a tan. It was weird. I don't know what happened. It's like the opposite of what happened to Natalie, really. Nicole strategically voted to evict Michelle. Nicole, just because you put the word strategically in a sentence doesn't mean you actually did anything strategic. The fact that you're even in there in the final three is purely because you hid behind that fucking log Corey, fucking goat botherer. You did absolutely nothing strategic. Am I being unfair to Nicole? Did she do something? Maybe she did, and I just couldn't tell because of all the whining. Yeah, so when Michelle went, she took Pablo out of her, which was Paulie's rubber ducky. That's a bit mean, isn't it? It wasn't Paulie's rubber ducky, it was Paul's rubber ducky. Whose fucking wise idea was it to have someone called Paul and someone called Paulie in the house and have them get the same haircut? So we've got to do a bit of a eulogy for Paulie now. Paulie was like the 100% airtime for about 4 weeks in a row. He was just like smashing through the housemates. He was controlling every single HOH. He was just like, he did think he was the new Derek Levasseur, although I know it was like the worst time because it was like, oh, Paulie, and then when he had his downfall, it was so like delicious, and like I've been really enjoying listening to like Rob Has a Podcast, and then the fucking night that Paulie's downfall came, they had fucking Derek Levasseur on Rob's podcast, and of course he's not going to say anything bad about Paulie. So all like the impressions of Paulie and all the fun, all the fun to be had at Paulie's expense was like totally deflated by Derek being on there. So thanks for that, Derek. Not only did you ruin your entire season, you ruined my podcast listening experience after that as well. Fuck you. And I did hear it on Big Brother Gossip. I'm just giving a shout out to the podcast who've given me all the material for my podcast. But hey, they're all American. This is an English point of view, you know. Yeah, Big Brother Gossip said that Paulie went in the toilet once and like unwrapped all the sanitary towels and stuck them to the toilet door. I mean, I know he's a misogynist, but that is taking it a bit too far. Naughty pee-pee. So yeah, I know probably... Oh, I know from listening to podcasts and stuff, and just from obviousness, that it wasn't just Natalie that took down Paulie's game, but I like the way it was shown like that it was just like him being such a disgusting, sexist pig, like completely blew up his own game, just because he couldn't keep his fucking mouth shut. And I absolutely loved it when Natalie went to Zakia and told her everything, and then it was the whole fake tit stuff, and it was magical. Even when they showed, because I just watched that recap show that they just did, even when they showed like Paulie like digging out Natalie and doing the slow hand clap and everything, like my blood was like proper boiling, like I was so angry. It was such a good because so often in Big Brother US, you just don't get the comeuppance. Like, the baddie just gets away with it, and then your favourite gets evicted. Like, your boy Paul would be out, like, in week 3 normally. But this was, like, actually, like, the baddie was actually getting what he deserved, and it was so good. It was just so enjoyable, and it was just what we've been waiting for. Also, the way Paulie treated Zakia. I mean, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but Jesus Christ. And then she's trying to fuck him still in jury. I mean, no wonder Davon's so fucking angry. He had the power of veto. He did not use the power of veto on you. Therefore, he does not care about you in the game. He does not want you to win $500,000. Treats you like a piece of shit. And you're still fucking him in jury. And the worst part is Zakia is absolutely beautiful. She's obviously intelligent. She's so far out of his fucking league. It's unreal. Why is she letting this little midget Calafury prick treat her like that? When we all know the only person he fancies is his own dad. Seriously. So... Mind you, she hasn't seen him baking those apple pies yet. But when he was doing his apple cry, and then I heard also on Big Brother Gossip, thanks to the material, Scott, that, oh no, the cat's biting me, that, he wouldn't even make those fucking apple pies, and they had to, and then he was like talking about self-evicting and all this and that. It's like, fuck's sake, bitch, put on your fucking apron, take your fucking punishment, and stop bawling. Oh, I don't play this game with emotions. Oh, apparently now you do. Now you're a little pussy bitch being shown the door, so shut the fuck up. I love Michelle digging him out around that time as well. It was just so good. It was so good. And the way Natalie dealt with him, like, she was just so cool and calm, and he was just going like for the lowest blows about her personal appearance and, oh, Jersey girl, oh, you can't date a Jersey girl like that, basically saying like Jersey girls are like scum and like whores. Ain't your mum a Jersey girl? Ain't your sister a Jersey girl? Isn't your dad and your brother Jersey boys? Do you know what I mean? Like, talk about a way to like never get laid again in your hometown, you fucking idiot. Yeah, so all I could think of was Cody and his dad watching, crying basically because the Calafury name has been, it's not Fury, is it? Calafury, whatever, name has been brought into disrepute. Well, they thought like what Cody did was bad enough, taking Derek to the end. This fucking idiot is completely like, he was like going to go in there, oh, it's bred for this and all this shit, and he goes in there and just completely like just destroys the name forever now. I really hope they don't have any other siblings, because I think that what is it, that field is mined. That's not the right expression, but so yeah, big shout out to that butterfly, aka the spirit that hopefully has landed on Paulie by now and shit him up some more. That jury house fight though, that was good, wasn't it? It was like, security, I thought, are they gonna let them actually punch each other because they're in jury? Like, who cares? Like, are there even rules in jury? No one knows. But that little guy with the beard who come in, he looked like Rob off of Utopia. Is like coming like, you gotta go. He like was not a security guard. He's like just some guy who like sits there eating pizza while they all watch the DVDs or whatever. That was funny. I liked Davon like over him like with all her hair. She's used that hair as a weapon twice now for this season. It was just, oh, it was so good. And then Zakia, like, you could tell like Davon was so angry that Zakia had gone crawling back to Paulie basically. Like, she was just like so angry that her friend had she was like looking out for her friend, and her friend didn't want to look out for herself, and it was just like you could see how angry she was about it. And I love that passion from Davon. It was really good, and I liked it when Paulie went to jury and like all the girls were there just like hating on him. It was so good. It was good when Zakia was hating on him at first, but then she obviously needed to get laid. But well, sorry, I'm just drinking now because I want to just keep going for as long as I can, because yeah, I think it's better, isn't it, not to have all different sound qualities and stuff. So, allegedly there was 3 showmances in the house, which was Corey and Nicole, James and Natalie, and Paulie and Zakia. Now, as far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, Corey and Nicole didn't snog, or did they? Maybe I heard they did something under the covers. James and Natalie did not snog. She's not going to make out with someone she's known for 60 days. 60 days? How long does it normally take? I'll give it about 60 minutes. Seconds. And then Paulie and Zakia, well, she was, what did she do? Grabbed his dick under the covers or something. God, I bet it's not much to speak of with his little midgety body. Disgusting. Okay, I had to pause it there because I fucked up that bit. So I've got a bit on on the competitions now. I know they brought in like a new competition, what is it, producer or task team or whatever, and I thought the competitions are actually quite good this year. There was a few deaf ones, and obviously the same old recycled shite, but there were some that were actually really good. I really liked the rave task where they were like holding onto that wire like all night, and it went on for like 5 or 6 hours or something, and like Frank and Devon were strategizing and they were throwing Nicole under the bus, and I really liked it because it was like, when you do go to a rave and it's like you come outside and it's all daylight and you're like all tired and your neck hurts, that's what that task was like. It was like it felt like true to life. Like they did look like they'd all just staggered out of a nightclub. So I really liked that task. It was fun. And Otev, I wasn't too much of a fan of Otev this year. Allegedly it was a British Otev. He sounded Australian. What was he going on about? Dope tracks or something. Oh, it was lame. I prefer Otev who went butter. They did have some butter though, didn't they? On that slippery thing, slip and slide. The battlebacks, I can't even remember what happened in those, but yeah, it was a shame Jose didn't get back in. Oh, the phone box thing with the tickets, and I mean that's so old now, but why was there 12 tickets in that room? Why did Paul not get something for being first in? Although he did actually get the winning ticket. Why not? Why was it never used? So what was the whole fucking point of it in the first place? Just have 4 tickets in there and one of those 4 people gets to come back in. None of it. Why? Oh, why none of it made sense? I noticed there's been squirrels dotted around pretty much every task, and I'm not sure why. Does anyone else know why? Sorry, I meant squirrels. I know that's how you say it in America. Ziggy Marley, was that a task? What was that? Wasn't as good as Sheryl Crow, was it? Christmas task. Now they did this on Celebrity Big Brother as well. No one wants to think about Christmas in fucking August. Can you stop with the Christmas task, please? I know Corey likes Christmas, but I fucking hate it, so fuck off. Paul said, I'm 23 years old and I didn't know reindeers even existed. He didn't know reindeers existed. Isn't that interesting? Also, is he really only 23 years old? That beard is really aging him. He should shave that off. Your boy. And then, what was the bribe thing you had to give someone? What was the point in that? That was fucking stupid. That was just free money for Victor. At least Victor got the bribe. That's good. The egg comp. Oh, dear God. My cat's snoring now. I hope you can't hear that. God, this isn't good. I need the egg boxes to soundproof his room. And now I've written, do people use production as a strategy in BB UK? I think the answer to that is probably no. I've got a section here on letters from home for some reason. This is obviously when I started doing the notes. It's not that interesting. I did think it was good that a lot of the friends and family were foreign, although Donald Trump will soon put way to that, I'm sure. I was a bit upset there was no message from James's cat Gizmo, although he did mention Gizmo during the HOH task that was like cat laser pen task. That was quite funny, actually. I quite like that idea. Oh, I know the other task that I liked. The weather report task. I thought that was really, really good. I couldn't really work out what was going on, but I just liked them getting all battered by the rain. It was fun. Yeah, and I did like the roadkill and all that. Has there been any duff tasks? I didn't really like that baseball task that they did this week. That was pretty crap, I thought. What other one's been crap? Quite a few, really, but on the whole, there have been a few different ones which I've quite appreciated. Okay. Oh, yeah, so this is when basically Natalie and James had to turn on each other. Oh, Jamesy. So, what did she do? She went up to someone and threw James under the bus, and then she said she didn't. I'm sure there was... I've not got to this part of the podcast, so all these thoughts are purely my own. But I'm sure there's been a lot of people going, oh, she shouldn't have done that, blah, blah, blah. She did throw him under the bus. But I don't think she really did. I think she was just kind of saying something to save herself, but it didn't really hurt James's game. And I didn't think it was that big a deal. And even Julie Chen went on her about it. I thought, oh, leave her alone. God, she's been having to pretend to fancy James for the past 60 days. Give the girl a break. And then Oh, Corey said, Mama didn't raise no bitch. I think that's the first thing I've ever heard him actually say. Disgusting. You shouldn't be able to say that in your nomination speech. Gross. And I noticed he kept saying bra all the time. Bra this, bra that. Shut up. As soon as Corey started getting like a big edit, I was just like, this is not good. This show is not going the way I want it to. But then he went, I was just like, yes. Yeah, Victor went again. Oh, shame. Oh dear. Oh god. Then there was this was tonight's show, which was The Last Supper. Oh, do you remember the time and the small table? And you know when they do that, do you remember the time thing? Do you think it's that they get given like cue cards with things to say on, or do you think they're just given topics to talk about and then they just make up the horrible cliched schlocky shit to say? Because I can't work it out. They could be bloody auto cues in there for all I know. But I did learn a few things from I didn't know Victor was famed for like having an interesting laugh. I never even noticed his laugh before in my life. I mean, I know my laugh is like trademarked, but Victor, I really did like when they showed like Paul and Victor's like relationship though. It was so lush. I really, really hope that Paul wins America's Player. Why the fuck did Paul not get a care package for America? It makes no fucking sense. So it was Natalie, then James, then Nicole, Michelle, Corey, something like that. It makes no sense. There's Victor and Paul in there who are both like funny and nice, and they give it to fucking Corey, who's just like, ugh. He's like, ugh. Why? Because of Nicole's fucking Instagram followers. Fuck you, Nicole. Don't ever bring her back again. If she wins, and all the jury's like, oh, we want a girl to win, girl power. Oh, God, imagine how fucking unbearable she would be if she won. Oh, it'd be awful. James does not deserve to be in the final three. He is done nothing. His fucking pranks, fucking tearing the house apart, fucking Captain Camo bullshit. Fuck you, James. You're useless. The only person who deserves to win is Paul. The end. Friendship. Not pissed. Don't even care. I've forgotten all his catchphrases for it. Well, I missed the boat to vote for America's Favourite Player, and I think it's shut now, but I hope you voted for Paul. I did like in that recap episode as well, they had like the kind of Walking Dead style people we've lost memorial. That was actually really funny. That actually reminded me of like something you'd see on bots. It was like do you know what I mean? It was like those like your bots bits that they do on BB18. I really enjoyed that. It was fun, and I like the fact they have Pablo in it as well. It was funny. So I don't think I have really any predictions for who's going to win. I think either Nicole or James would both be absolutely insane to take Paul to the final two with them. So Paul better hope he fucking wins. I did really like that HOH task that they just started. That was, I'm sure that you probably know who's won it by now, but I don't fucking know. With the laser pen and the cat food bowls and stuff. It was really cool. I reckon that could get really, really hard really quick. So I really like that. Although James might have an advantage by being a cat owner, you don't know. But honestly don't know who's going to win. But at least, I think this is important, that the three people who are in the final three actually all do have personalities. And they're all, even though I don't like Nicole, and I don't really like James either, they're all actually characters, because Nicole and James wouldn't have been brought back if they weren't characters. So although I don't really like Nicole or James, at least basically I'm just saying at least Corey's not there, so let's thank fuck for that. Because oh god, imagine Corey's speech. Oh, Paul's speech is going to be good, you know. Shit. Okay, hang on. So it's the final tomorrow. I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but it doesn't really matter. It's funny to think, like, when Paul started going on about friendship and everyone was like, everyone hates friendship because of Maggie and Cappy and all that. And that bitch who evicted Kaiser. And it's just like, Paul was going on about friendship and he didn't know he was putting his foot in it and everyone thought he was a dick. And now it's like, everyone is like totally team friendship. Janelle must be fucking fuming. I want to personally give thanks to the podcasts who've got me through this series, which is Rob has a podcast, Big Brother Gossip, and you're going to be shocked here, dear listeners, but I also want to give a shout out to Happy Hour. I know I've nothing but put Jordan Parker on blast for the past 2 years, and he absolutely still deserves it, 100%. But I actually think, no, hold on, let me clarify. He ruined the live feed on his own season. He's an arse kisser. I hate the way he does that introduction to his show, like greetings makes me cringe. He threw that veto, had a little sleep during it. I'm just getting all this out of the way first. His arse is really, really strange. And yeah, he was even going about how he likes shout outs on my Happy Hour that I was listening to the other day. So taking all of that into consideration, I have actually enjoyed the Happy Hour coverage, so I'll give him that. And it's also a good one to fall asleep to, because if you fall asleep while you're listening to it, you don't really care, like, if you miss a bit of it, do you know what I mean? Whereas with Rob as a podcast, you kind of want to, like, stay on top of that one. So thanks, Jordan Parker, for sending me to sleep. That is a barbed apology to him if ever I've heard one. So I can hardly believe it. Is BB18 actually starting in like 2 days? I don't even know. Shit, how am I going to watch that? Fuck, I wonder what they're going to do for it. You guys probably know, but I don't know. I'm just like in a little hole here in England. I wonder who they'll cast for it. I wonder if they will have the same sort of budget for it. I wonder if there'll be any returnees, or I don't know. I just don't know what they're doing with it. But I do think it's a good idea to use the house, because obviously the house has just sat there. And like on BB UK, we do 3 series a year. They only do 1 on BB US. So I don't know. It's good though. I'm on board. If anyone listens to this, I'll actually do more podcasts for BB19. So think on. But all in all, Big Brother US, no matter what anyone says, especially American people. Oh my God, I can't believe I've forgotten Sister Speak. It's because I've not listened to their latest podcast because I was worried about getting spoilerized. That's how far behind I am, that Sister Speak are ahead of me. I'm literally like in Australia right now. But the reason why I thought of Sister Speak is they always say like they like BB UK best, and I always say I like BB US best, and I think it is just a case of you like whatever you don't have because you just think your own thing is shit. But it doesn't matter what Sister Speaks say. Don't listen to them, because Big Brother US is the best Big Brother on TV. And not only that, it's the best TV show on TV. It's better than Bake Off. I don't even watch Bake Off. It's better than everything. Any drama you've ever watched, any film you've ever... Oh my God, I might be pushing it there. Yeah, come on. It's better. It's got better drama and it's more interesting, even on a shitty series like this. And I don't think it even was bad. What people were saying, like the one with Derek on was good. Derek, and then the one with Vanessa on was good. No, neither of those were good because they both ruined their own series. BB15 wasn't good because that was full of racists. This one has been good. Like, what do you want? What more do you want? So what was I saying? Oh yeah, Sister Speak. That's reminding me, I'm going to listen to like a 2-hour catch up of theirs when I'm next travelling. But yeah, like all the podcasters like really help you kind of get through it, and like you look forward to like hearing what they're going to say about it and stuff. And I've really missed kind of like having my say about like what's been going on, because like sometimes like now and again, like I've tweeted about BB18 and I was tweeting about Paulie and someone said, what the fuck are you going on about Paulie for? It's been gone for like a month. And then it was like a spoiler because I didn't even know Paulie had gone. So Twitter don't really work like that, like in reverse. So, you know, you have to sort of get momentum where I can. So I should try and actually watch BB19 as it's on. Although, when is it on? Like, does it air at a certain time? Or can some people like tell me some facts about BB19 so I know what's going on? Because it would be really, really good to know. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening to this, especially on my own. Hopefully I'll do a podcast with someone else again one day. You never know. If not, then thanks for people who've listened to my X Factor podcast, because that really is fucking awful. If you don't listen to that, if you don't watch X Factor, basically I watch X Factor so you can hear me watching it and sort of complaining as it happens. I could do BB19 in that sort of format, but I don't know if it will work. I don't know. I could try it and see. I'm open to suggestions, and I'm open to trying new things. So I'm up for doing some different types of podcasts and stuff. So if there's anything you kind of want to hear me podcast about or talk about, then give me a shout and I'll do my best. Or, well, I might not. I might just say fuck off. But yeah, follow me on Twitter, lightup_VM, and read my book, First Aid Kit Girl. Hope you enjoy the final, and I hope we get the result that we want. Friendship. Bye-bye.
At Sleep Outfitters Outlet, great sleep is a big deal. Save 40 to 60% every day on every Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Queens as low as $249. Customer exchanges, closeouts, and floor samples. Inventory changes daily, so come in for your dream deal today. With no credit needed financing, expert advice, and up to 60% off retail, it's never been easier to get the sleep and savings you deserve. Go to sleepoutfittersoutlet.com for financing details and to find a store near you.